the Center for Excellence in School Counseling and Leadership, as well as our educator friends from all across the country, would like you to know that we value and care about you just the way you are. We know that LGBT students encounter unique challenges while growing up. Hey, it was tough for me too. There were many days where I thought about giving up, and I'm so happy that I didn't. I'm here to tell you that for me and many of my friends who went through similar situations, life got so much better. In fact, CESCaL is working hard at making it better for you now by presenting an annual national conference focused on educating your school staff to create a safer, more welcoming, and inclusive school for LGBT students.
We put on our first conference 3 years ago because we wanted to train educators to support our youth in schools. We realized very quickly that there were so many of you that needed to be heard, who were being hurt, who were being bullied, just like many of us were bullied when we went to school. We want you to know that we care about you. We really, really care about you. And we want you to be able to go to school in a safe and nurturing environment where adults are there for you when you need them.
And so I ended up going to the Naval Academy right out of high school. I remember when I was a freshman, I signed on the dotted line and I said that I promised not to be gay or lesbian. It haunted me for 2 years of my life because I knew that I was lying every day, because I knew deep down that I was different and I knew that I was a lesbian. It took me until I was deploying to Iraq to come out to my parents and come out to my family because I was so afraid of what would happen or if they would think any less of me. It turned out that they didn't, and they supported me and they continued to support me while I was deployed, while I was home, and I thank them for that.
Life is beautiful. It does get better, but it's not always perfect. But it gets better before you're going to enjoy it, and eventually you're going to find that one person that's going to make the world the best thing ever to happen to you.
Growing up in junior high and high school, I felt totally alone. I grew up in a family that was very religious. My father was in the military, so I had a very strict family, a very conservative family. Tried to come out at age 14, it didn't go well. In fact, it went really bad. And I learned something very important that day, and that was not to talk about it. And I'm sorry that I had to go through that. Anything like me, you feel totally alone, like you can't talk to anybody, like there's no hope. I'm telling you, that's not reality. It definitely feels like that, but it's not going to feel like that forever.
I wanted to tell you that it does get better personally, professionally, and socially, and school counselors are out there to help you.
I remember when I was 16 years old, the first thing I did was I drove down to our gay community, which is called Hillcrest, and I would just drive around in my new car, looking and trying to be around other people that I felt were like me, because inside I had this piece of me that I was spending about 90% of my time hiding and only 10% of myself being myself. So my creativity was completely just smashed to the floor because I was holding so much in. I finally came out and felt more comfortable with myself. I found this world and this community that is the greatest thing in the world.
I'm from LA. Growing up in a family that was definitely very Catholic, it was really hard for me to come out. So I'm really proud of being who I am, so proud of being gay, and I really want to tell you that it gets better. You can do it, and so now that I'm 26, I have a beautiful girlfriend and I have a family that really loves and cares, and they really support me. And it took about 3 years, and I remember being there. I remember wanting to give up. I remember thinking, why don't they accept me? Why can't they understand that it's okay to be gay? And now this is my lot in life now, is to help students. And so I'm a counselor, and that's what I want to do. I really want to be like an LGBT center director so that I can tell everyone that it does get better, and there are a lot of resources out there. and just be yourself, be the best at whatever you do, and be proud of being gay. I'm so proud. It's like the best thing ever. Everywhere I go, I tell everyone I'm gay, and if you have any questions, let me know. So it gets better, you guys. I love you, and I don't know who you are, but I love you. Take care.
Always be yourself. Never compromise who you are for anyone.
I'm a graduate student in school counseling. You're loved and cared for, no matter what.
I was raised by a Marine in Orange County. You don't get more conservative than that. Things were hard when I was growing up. I am now a very successful teacher, and things get a lot better.
I went through a really dark time in my life at one point, and it was rough. It was very rough, but I did get to the other side. I now have a son who is absolutely fabulous and 2 wonderful grandchildren, so I'm here to let you know that it does get better.
Find someone who loves you. You will find someone to love. You will find a teacher or a friend or a parent, someone who will be able to let you know that it is going to be okay and you will be fine.
Students are near and dear to my heart. I believe that all students deserve to go to a school where they feel safe, where they're treated with dignity, and they're allowed to be who they are.
There was a time in my life when I felt alone and had no one to turn to, not even my own family. And I just want to let you know that if you stick with it, it gets better.
I just want to say that keep your dreams, don't let anyone burst your dreams, destroy your dreams.
I would encourage you to seek out a caring adult, whether it be a teacher, a counselor, a coach, somebody who cares. They are out there.
We believe that all kids matter, so do me a favor, promise me you will never ever give up, and I'm going to promise you that it will get better.
For 10 years, I drove school bus, and during that time is when I came out personally, and I can tell you, it does get better.
Because when you step into the classroom, you're going to see me. I will listen to you, I will love you, and I will accept you, no matter what you tell me, no matter who you are.
I just want you to know that the first and hardest part is telling someone, but if you can choose just one adult who you trust, like a school counselor, we're here for you and we support you.
My message to you is that you're not alone. You have allies that support you. School counselors across the country are here to be your advocates and work with you.
We educators believe in you. Stay strong, be resilient, and when in need, reach out to those adults in your life who you can trust. You can also call our friends at the Trevor Project anytime, day or night, on their toll-free and confidential lifeline. Trained counselors are there to listen and help without judgment. Write this number down and share it with others. Call the Trevor Project.
It gets better. We were all off, huh? Do we need to do that again? It gets better.